Good, Chloe. Chloe, you're going to have to teach Aubrey how to do that. Good, Hannah. I like the way you jumped. Step in, Tess. Don't step back. Step through it. Good, Bree. We've got some really, really good teams. What are we doing?
Team Go game.
Talk to him, man. Good. Talk to him. Find those switches when we can. Yep. Get organized.
This is Richard Beatty. He's totally been my savior this week in Tulsa. This guy is one of the premier coaches for his age group of soccer players in the country. And all the parents that I've talked to have said that he's just an amazing, inspiring individual. And I'm just curious, like, what do you tell the girls? How do you inspire them? You know, what is it that is it your belief in them? What is it that makes them so good? Because you have a recurring ability to make miracles sort of happen.
You know, first I'd say I'm not a premier coach. I'm an average guy, like I said, an average guy doing a hero's job. I believe, yeah, that's mostly it. I put my belief into them. I first realized that this is not about me. I've already had my day, my light in the sun. This is about them. So it's about helping them become the best soccer player they can and the best person they can, and guiding them and putting them, I'd like to say, in uncomfortable moments and in situations where they feel uncomfortable, because it builds their character. It puts them in situations where they find themselves building and getting better. And it's that always inspiring them to do the best they can, to try. And we say that a lot at practice, and I've said that with all the teams that I've coached, and I've coached a lot of teams that have gone on to reach greatness, and players, is try. Because if you try and fail, at least you've tried. But if you've never tried, you've never failed, you don't know. You never know. And you can't live your life by not knowing. You have to try. And I tell kids, the more you try, the better you get. The more you learn from those mistakes. And
What are some of the metaphors that you use? Because some of the girls were telling me about pebbles in a sandbox metaphor.
I tell them that life is a huge sandbox, and we take a pebble and we hold on to it. And these are just moments in our life that we. In the big picture, it's just a big sandbox, and you can't get so wrapped up in each and every little thing and each and every little mistake, or your head will spin and you'll live in that mistake where it's just you take your pebble, you throw it in the sandbox, and you take your pebble and you throw it, and then you look back at this beach, because your mistakes or your moment or your whatever, it's there, and then you can grab it and pull it back out, and you have that moment or you have that mistake and you've learned from that mistake. So don't hold on to it. Just let it go, and that's that metaphor I use a lot for myself as well, is to let things go, to go to a beach somewhere, and so I use the sand and the pebbles and all that kind of stuff as well as I like to tell them. It's about ladders. It's about climbing the ladder, and you're always taking another step up the ladder, another step up the ladder, and the ladder's it's kind of a never-ending ladder, and sometimes you're gonna have to take a couple steps down to go on another ladder to go higher up. That's life, and that's what it is. So you've reached the top of the ladder, you think, but now you have to come down a couple of steps and go over a couple of steps to get on another ladder that's going to take you even higher.
Yeah, and I always thought it was sort of cool that if you aim high and you don't get that high, you still got a great view wherever you are. You know.
You do, yeah, and that's it. And kids are so awesome because they're so innocent, and they believe, and they want somebody to believe in them. And the more you put into them, the more you get out of them. And it's just one of those things where if you tell them they can do it, then they're going to believe that they can do it. And I mean, they always say kids are our greatest resource, and they really are, because you inspire them to do things, and they learn it today, and they're going to continue it on. And that's where we change. That's how we change the world. Is us putting back in and giving and teaching what we've learned and what the knowledge that we have, and helping them and inspiring them rather than giving up on them.
And how do
holding
you
them back.
customize yourself? You know, when someone, different people are different, obviously, and they respond to different things. How do you sort of customize your methods between individuals to get the most out of them?
A coach that I obviously I was inspired by a couple of coaches that have always kind of told me, one of them said, find a way to win. And I took that as finding a way to get to kids. There's lots of different ways. What winning means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And so finding a way to win is kind of something I've kind of developed from what he said, and I've built it into finding a way that they can win. So I find different approaches in different ways. One method may work for one kid, and it's completely different for another kid. And it's learning those methods and breaking that down and teaching, not coaching. So it's teaching those kids. And called me a soccer coach, and I refer to myself as a soccer teacher, a teacher of soccer. There's great coaches and there's great teachers, and I'd like to be a great teacher. I mean, that's ultimately what I'd like to end up as been a great teacher. But finding ways to help them win, finding ways to win. And it may not even be on the soccer field. I may help find a kid win in life, and that's still a way to win. And I've still approached them and got to them a different way. And maybe soccer was the method, it was the vehicle to help them find their confidence to go be what they need to be, go be the greatest cheerleader or the greatest basketball player or whatever. But if soccer is the vehicle to help them become the best person that they can, then I think that I've won. So then we're all winning.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Good. Good. Someone from YouTube. How do you know that?
Because I've seen it before.
You've seen what you've seen before.
You're
What was
you're
it
probably
about?
one of my 5 viewers on
was it
YouTube.
about?
Here,
What-
give
what
me a
did
high five. You're one of the few people
What
that
did you
see me
see?
on
What
YouTube.
was it about?
I know.
What?
He travels around the 50 states and
Okay.
take videos of each thing.
Okay, what is he videoing?
People and
People
stuff.
and stuff. Okay, that's a good start. That's a
Like
good
you
start.
guys right now. Woohoo.
That's a good start. So he's videoing people and stuff for what? You know what it's called?
Soccer publicity.
Well, not publicity.
Sure.
But he's trying to publicize something, right? Well, not soccer, but he played soccer when he was a kid. Do you know what your dad said? The good in
The world.
or
That's good. I
bring
want to
it-
do
bring it
that.
smaller.
The United States.
Yes.
Call
America.
Yeah. You got it.
right?
Nice job.
So this is kind of the same thing, where we're just gonna we're gonna get really, really big. And you guys, because this is the third state he's been to, you guys are gonna get to be in the groundbreaking. You're gonna get to be the kids that helped start it, because you're gonna be around for a while, right, Hannah? I mean, you're gonna make it to 20. Your mom doesn't smack you around, right? So we're gonna try to do that, all right? So that's something we're gonna try to do as a team, is do some fun.